Hello everyone, it's me again, Nancy Finch, doing Tea with Nan. Happy Monday to you. Oh, it's lovely that you're here. The sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. We're here, we're alive, we've got lots to be grateful for. And I'm hoping that you're having a nice Monday so far. I did write something out to talk about today, but I realised it didn't feel like what we need to be talking about, so I changed it. And 5 minutes ago I wrote something else. So what I wrote out was about, basically, it's what we need to do and remember to simply breathe. Now it's Monday, everyone's busy. You know, people get busy on Monday, they get busy at the beginning of the week, gathers momentum throughout the week, doesn't it? You find you do more and more and more things. Hi, whoever's watching. I see I've got somebody on here already. Oh, it's nice that you're here. Happy Monday to you. And basically, we take breathing for granted, don't we? Hi, Kerry. It's nice to see you, darling. Just talking about breathing today. All of us, everyone does it. We kind of race through our lives and we don't really recognize that we need to stop and breathe. And if we can add to that a little bit of visualization of where you want to imagine yourself to be while you're breathing in, that deep and relaxing breath. Okay, it's a good way to start the day. It's a good way to start the week as well. So I want to talk about breathing and I want to talk about visualization. And a long time ago, when I was a childminder, I used to feel, oh, hi, Jane, nice to see you. I used to be a childminder many years ago, and I used to have lots of children around and my own as well. Hi, Julie, another Julie, hi. Happy Monday to you, my darling. And lots of love and hugs to you too. That's really sweet. I had loads of children around, and as you can imagine, mums and parents, and they know how busy it can be when you've got children around. And I remember thinking, I just need a little bit of respite from that stressful situation at the time. There was a lot to take care of. And actually, Jane, you remember this, don't you? So, so basically, in between doing all the jobs I was doing, I would perhaps just imagine that I was at one of the best places I've ever been to. You know, I think it was a river or a beautiful scene. And I just breathed, took a deep breath and just thought, I'm there, I'm peaceful, I'm calm, I'm centered. And you know, even taking a deep breath just gave me that moment to feel that feeling again, to have a memory. Hi, Nikki. Happy Monday to you, my darling. Hope you're all well and happy. Yeah, so I'm just talking about how you can take that in between your jobs you're doing, or even while you're doing something. You know, even if you were doing, I don't know, cleaning or washing up or something, I don't know, whatever you're doing, you could actually just take that deep breath and hold that concept of whatever it is you feel that you need. We're going to go through it together anyway. Hi, Sarah. Nice to see you again. Talking about breathing, and we forget to do it. One lady last week came to see me, and she said that she'd had COVID, and wasn't it a beautiful feeling to go out into the wind at the breeze and breathe in that beautiful, fresh, clean air? It was lovely. Thanks for the hearts, guys. And she just couldn't wait to get back out there again. She said it really made her, having COVID made her realise how much you really need to take that deep breath and how much we take it for granted. When I had COVID, I felt I wasn't too bad actually, but I still was very grateful. Every time I took that breath, I thought, I'm clear, I'm fine, this is great. And that is what you're really needing to do. Now and again, we need to just stop and we can breathe in whatever it is we need as respite for that moment, okay? It's very important. And to hold that breath and to breathe slowly. How many people, they shallow breathe? I used to be one of those people, and because if you shallow breathe, your body gets tense and your shoulders get tense. You feel it physically. You feel sort of congested when you don't feel free. Oh, hi Kip, nice to see you on here. So what you need to do is just stop in between whatever you're doing. I mean, some people live very busy lives, and it'd be great if you could just do this now and again throughout the day maybe, or to start the day. That might be a nice way to start the day because you set the tone, don't you? So when you breathe, if you were to sort of just imagine right now, if you all have either imagination or you can have a memory of something or somewhere you went. Has there been like I often say, imagine it at the top of the mountain. Top of a beautiful mountain, you can see for miles. And I quite often give people that visualization to say they're free, they're clear, the air is clear up at the top of the mountain. So you can imagine if you wanted to, that you're at the top of the mountain or overlooking the sea or whatever it is that really makes you feel good to look at, to breathe. Could you imagine that's all beautiful air as well over the sea? So whatever your image is, okay, it doesn't matter. It does help to have the same one because then you've got association with it, you see. So when you're visualizing, your brain believes you. Your 97% subconscious is going, oh, I'll have that. I believe that. Your consciousness is going, I'm not there. But you need to really imagine that you are so that you can just embrace that feeling that you want, okay? It sets you up for the day. It changes your vibe. It makes you happy. So, and especially when you've been ill, I mean, a lot of people have got COVID or had COVID. Aren't we grateful to be able to breathe again? And if you're suffering right now, then this will help you, okay? I'm going to suggest that we take a nice slow deep breath. Now, if you can't do that, you do whatever you can, all right? What you're comfortable with. As long as you are mindful of breathing slightly deeper, slightly slower than you were before we did this. So, and we've got talks to go with this as well. So, okay, I'm going to get you all now to imagine you're at the best place, either a memory of a place you've been or a place you'd like to be, or just imagine a place, okay? So you've all got that in your mind. Just imagine it now, okay? And imagine you're the only person there. There's nobody else around you, okay? So you take I'm going to go through about 10 concepts here, and you can hang on to whichever one you think is really good for you today, okay? But breathing 10 deep breaths, imagine that's going to be good for your body. It's going to be good for your mind. It's going to be good for your soul. It's good for you mentally because it calms you. If you're focusing on something good and still and peaceful, whatever you're doing, then you are not in a place of chaos and you're not attracting that chaos anymore into your life for that day. So let's go back to that place now, okay? You can shut your eyes and do it, or you can just do it while you actually got your eyes open, while you're busy with your day. So going to imagine I'm at the top of a mountain, okay? And I can see for miles. It's a nice freedom feeling. Okay, take a deep breath now. Breathe in and hold it, perhaps about 4 seconds. Just take that breath right in. And as you're taking that breath in, imagine you're breathing in good health. Breathe out softly and slowly. Let's try that again. You're at the top of the mountain or you're overlooking the sea, wherever you are, be there in your mind. Okay, another deep breath. Just breathe in energy if you need energy. Breathe that energy into you. Imagine that the air is giving you that energy as you fill your lungs. Okay, that's very useful, especially if you've been ill. Okay, so now another deep breath slowly. Nice deep breath, breathing in. Let's breathe in love. Love for yourself, love for others. It's a really nice feeling. Just breathe that love. Imagine love is saturating your lungs at this moment. Breathe love in. And it's really good for you in the world. Okay, now we'll take another slow deep breath. There is no hurry. Another deep breath. Breathing in happiness. Nice deep breath. Feel how easy it feels as you do this. The more you do it, how easy it feels to fill your lungs and feel your body relax as you're doing this. So we're going to breathe in happiness again, shall we? Deep breath. Oh, feel your lungs fill up with happiness. Feel yourself smiling. Lovely. Another slow deep breath. Keep visualizing where you're placing yourself. And another deep breath. And this time we'll breathe in gratitude. Let's breathe in gratitude for yourself, for your world, for your body, for your air. Let's breathing gratitude for everything we take for granted. Breathing that gratitude in and really feeling humble and grateful for everything in your life. Focusing on what you want, not what's wrong in your life. Brilliant. Now we're going to take another deep breath, and some people said that when they had COVID, or when the worst part about it for a lot of people was the fogginess in their mind, and they couldn't think properly. Now, for lots of reasons, people have a lack of clarity. They're too busy, or they're too worried, or whatever, or they've been ill. And as I say, COVID is a very good example. And that seems to be a common thing that people were moaning about and still felt afterwards, by the way. So let's take ourselves back to that lovely place again. And let's imagine that we're going to breathe in clarity for your mind. So take a deep breath with me. Breathing in. Filling your lungs, filling your mind with clarity. Feel as if it's gone into your mind, into your head. Your brain is listening and it believes you. You're breathing in clarity. Lovely. Now, this is a good one. Everyone needs this one. And it might be, this is what I used to breathe in, this particular concept, when I was a childminder, as I said, because it wasn't a peaceful place. It was very busy when I had children running around. So I think that peace is a good word. And it just calms your central nervous system, doesn't it? So let's just take a nice deep breath and breathing in that feeling of peace in your mind, in your body. Breathe it in. It's a good way to start your day. It's a good way to start your week or your year. Deep breath. Holding the concept of peace in yourself. Feel that. Remember a time that you felt peaceful. And just breathe that memory in. Breathe that feeling in. Okay? You're changing your body's biochemistry. You're changing yourself. You're changing your patterns in your mind. You're changing. Everything's calmer. You're changing your central nervous system. The vibe you give out. Brilliant. So breathing in peace is lovely. You could breathe in acceptance. That's quite a nice one. How about some hope? Let's breathe in hope. We all need some of that, especially for world affairs. So we could breathe that in for ourselves and for others, okay? If you're at the top of the mountain in your mind, you can imagine breathing that in, holding it, and then breathe it out for the world. Why not? It's a good idea. So let's take a nice deep breath and breathe in hope. Feel your lungs fill up with the concept of hope. And now, and you release gradually, slowly. Everything's slow and deep. Just let it be slow, because that gives you respite from the pace that you were running at before that moment. So how about some wisdom or forgiveness? We'll do wisdom first. So a lot of people are saying that they don't really trust themselves. They don't trust their own wisdom. They don't trust their knowing. So let's breathe in that wisdom. So take a nice deep breath. Filling your lungs, filling your mind, filling your body with wisdom. Trusting your wisdom. Breathing out slowly. It's kind of accepting what you've just breathed in. You're breathing in a concept and then you're just letting go. Hi Tracy, nice to see you. So we've got wisdom. How about forgiveness then? Because we all need forgiveness for ourselves or for other people and for the world. We do need forgiveness. Otherwise, it does affect our immune system if we don't. And we have to look after ourselves in this area. So forgiveness is a really nice one. So let's take a nice deep breath and breathing in. Forgiveness for yourself, for others, for your world. Breathe that in. Hold that if you can. And accept it as you breathe out. It's a lovely thing to breathe. So I've given you good health, energy, love, happiness, gratitude, clarity, peace, hope, wisdom, forgiveness. And you can have acceptance as well. But anything else that you can think about. So what is it that you would like to have that you're lacking? What would it be? It could be one of the things we talked about that I've written down. It could be something that you just think, what do I need right this minute? It might be time. It might just be time for yourself. And you just take that moment. you have to feed yourself something positive to change the way you feel on the inside. And I've got 4 talks I've actually made a note of that actually link quite nicely to this. And a lot of my clients and friends use one of them in particular called the wheel. And that's where we take ourselves with a breath into, like a cartwheel feeling, into the hub. And that's number 7 in the red section of my book, of my image here, of my Chakra Man. If you go onto my website, you'll see this image, and you can just go on to any of the colours, and that will take you to the talks that are relative to those areas, you see? So the wheel is number 7. It's in the red section. So as I say, you can take yourself in to the wheel with any one of those concepts that you feel that you need, okay? Something you feel you want for that day. And this can go beautifully with your visualization of wherever you think you are. You can just imagine you're taking yourself into a mindful place. That's what it's so good for. The next one I've got is stretch time. Now, that's quite a nice one. If you feel pressured, if you've got a lot of pressure in your mind, and you feel that life's, giving you a lot of pressure, and a lot of people have got that. So stretching time will help you. It's number 16, and it's in the green section, so it's really good for this area. And you can, what we do with that is we take the concept and we stretch our perception of it, and suddenly you feel much calmer, much more relaxed. So these talks go beautifully with the image of you being at the top of a mountain, overlooking the sea, or wherever you feel you want to be, okay? And so it goes beautifully because you're there, you're peaceful, you're calm, you're mindful, and you can do these as well. So the next one I've got is Still Your Waters, which is a fairly recent one I've done. It's number 21, and it's in the indigo section. That's this area here. It's really good for peace and clarity. With that one, we mindfully imagine that we've got choppy waters, and we still the waters with a breath. These are all about breathing. All of these 4 that I've recommended here are all about taking a deep breath. The breath to go into the wheel, the breath to stretch time, the breath to still the water, which is really nice. And the last one I use a lot, and I used it when I had COVID actually. It really helped me. I went out in the garden, and this is called How to Stay Grounded. No shoes on, and I took away mindfully any imbalance in my body, or worry, or stress, or anything you're feeling, but I took the imbalance away, and then I breathed in good health. I took in good health up from the ground. So the breathing helped my whole body, but the mindfulness was really good. Hi Maya, lovely to see you, darling. And it's nice that we're all here together, isn't it? So we're talking about breathing, and these 4 exercises are really good because you're using breath and mindfulness for different things, aren't you? You're moving into a mindful place with the wheel, you're stretching time to relieve the pressure, you're stilling the waters with the breath to give you peace and clarity, and How to Stay Grounded releases anything you don't want, and you can feed from the ground up. So you're doing the same thing. In fact, if you did go in the garden or somewhere where you've got grass or anything and with no shoes on, you could then imagine you're at the place that you want to be. So that can work very well together. So give that a go, see how you get on with that. It's really lovely to do. It does help you physically because obviously the deeper breath, more oxygen, your brain works better when you breathe deeper, your body's more relaxed, your mind's more relaxed. You feel kind of more centered and grounded just because you've taken a deep breath, Give it a go. If you're ill and you find you can't take a deep breath, just do as much as you can, even if it's just a little bit slower than it was. So we don't really want to be shallow breathing or breathing fast. We need to breathe slowly. And you'll notice that everything calms down around you when you do it. You'll talk less. I always talk quite quickly actually, but when I've taken a deep breath, I find I talk slower. My meditations are very good at that for helping you to breathe as well. So I want to talk about that. If you go onto my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk, you'll see there's talks on there, many talks, and lots of meditations. I'd like you to have a look at the meditations because they all have good concepts in them that help. Hi Kevin, nice to see you. So all the meditations I present there are really good for breathing and calming. And you'll feel better for what I've said in them as well. Each one of the meditations, they're going to be color coded. Help every chakra area of your body, okay? So I want to introduce you to the one I did just a few days ago for the full moon, and it's called The Beauty of the Blossom. And the beauty of the blossom is all about blossom trees. And did you know, although obviously you might know, there's loads of different colors that you can get. And I love blossom trees, and I've got a beautiful pink one outside, and I just love them. That my inner child loves it. And the colour and the delicate flower, beautiful. So I want you to have a look at that one. It's called Beauty of the Blossom, and just embrace it, because it will help you breathe, and it gives you some beautiful concepts, you know, courage, confidence, moving forward. It's lovely. So I think you'll like that one. And also I've had some very, very good feedback from one I did previous to that for the previous month, called The Spirit of the Horse. Now that's all about courage as well, but it's really good for your base chakra. That one is really good for this area. That's your main battery. So if you look at Spirit of the Horse, it's really good for this area. And the Beauty of the Blossom is good for the crown area. It's good for here. So those two in particular will help to get the energy to move around your body. So if you want to listen to them, give me some feedback. Come back and tell me how you felt on here, or you can email me, nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, please like, subscribe and share. And share this with your friends and family. You know, how many people need to be reminded to breathe? We take it for granted. Nice deep breath. Where are you? Where are you going to visualize yourself to be? And if you're not good at visualizing, then have a memory of where you used to be. Where did you used to, as a child maybe, or as an adult, where did you like going? Is there a place you like walking the dog? I don't care, as long as it's a good place that you feel good being, away from people, stress, demands, pressure, and breathe. I think I've said enough on that now. So yeah, just imagine that. Do it slowly, be mindful, do it at your own pace as well. Not everyone can take a very deep breath, but it is extremely good for you in all those ways, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye now, and I hope you can listen to those meditations. And I don't know what I'm going to be talking about next week for Tea with Nan, but please join me and we'll see. And visit my website, have some fun, as I say, looking at some of the talks or just enjoying the meditations. They're not that long, they help you breathe, and people are feeling physically so much stronger from them. So have fun with that. Give yourself a big hug from me, everyone that's watching, and a namaste moment, and lots of love to everyone. And I'll see you next week. Okay? Take care. Lots of love.